Welcome to the Practical Client Facilitation Training. This is Professor Smith, and today we are looking at Lesson 7, the Terabyte. The agenda for today is a brief review of Lesson 6, overview of Lesson 7, which is Trampling the Terabyte. This is something that we all have to do each and every time we're going to have something really big and new in our life. Finally, we emphasize the key points and aspects. Recall our previous lesson. Environment is what overlooking glass. Earl Nightingale points out our environment, the world that which we live and work, is a mirror of our attitudes and expectations. So, in lesson 6, what are some of the main points which we had? What insight did you gain about yourself as a result of the worksheet? Did you complete question 6, looking at another person for clues as to what you want to integrate into your self-image? What exactly did you come up with? Did you complete your life as a movie where you are the director of your movie and not, in fact, another? Did you rewrite your script and what was the fun about? This time, let's pause for a discussion, pause in greater detail on what are the questions being asked. We can then resume, and here, most people are not going after what they want. Even some of the more serious goal seekers and goal getters, they're going after what they think they can get. Here's a beautiful quote by Eleanor Roosevelt. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You're able to say to yourself, I've lived through this arc. I can take the next thing that comes along. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. George Bernard Shaw points out a life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. His advice to the student who is not required to do that which they cannot do, will never know that which they can do. Some men see things and ask why, others dream things and ask why not. This is where we use our higher intellectual faculties to create ideas, fantasies that then becomes a sequel. Here help you to find what causes your fear and the secret pushing through it, and how to break free of the fears once and for all. The breakthrough in trampling the terror, the breakthrough is going to largely depend on you. Here again, we see the stick person in the four different phases. We see a bondage, see the reason, we see the conflict and bounce against the barrier, going right back to what we were doing before. We can go to freedom, and the breakthrough will depend on you. Our thinking into result is going to help us to do this. So here again, we see the stick person in four different phases: bondage, reason, conflict, and freedom. Maslow points out you will either step forward into growth or you will step back into safety. It's up to you. Picture this: you in bondage. You've got X type ideas in your conscious mind, you've got X type ideas in your subconscious mind, and the body is taking X type actions. You're in bondage. One of the most critical point here about bondage is even though we can think whatever we want, when we are locked into this state of bondage, we only think thoughts that are in harmony with our X-type condition. All other ideas, we just reject them. That's truly bondage. We are not growing. Now, next we move into the stage of reason. And there, we have an outside why idea that you are entertaining. Now, you can entertain any idea in your conscious mind and reason through it and not get emotionally involved with it. But what you are getting, you're still getting X-type result because of the X-type conditioning in the subconscious. You're taking X-type action. We're now moving to the third state we call state C. And it is the stage of CONFLICT, conflict. This is where we start to hit the terror bar because you have taken this wide idea, we have moved it through the conscious mind, and pressed it upon the subconscious mind, injecting feeling, and starting to see the new you. This is our new life. This has already manifested. We are mixing, truly mixing the Y idea with the X type conditioning and the emotional part of the personality or subconscious. They don't mix. We are starting to think about taking this Y type action, which is going to lead us to this Y type result. And it doesn't feel very good. Worry in the conscious mind, fear in the subconscious mind, and we are experiencing anxiety. It's because of this Y idea and the X idea, they don't mix. This is where we say, okay, I'm going to have to hit the terror bar. I'm going to go through and trample the terror bar I'm going to plow through it. And it's on the other side that we will hit freedom. So let's look at the total picture going through the stages. We have bondage, we have the new idea with reason, we have the X and Y idea in conflict. And then if we go through the terror bar, we go to freedom. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. That's our intention. So if one advances confidently in the direction of his dream and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common odds. So we have to trample the terror back. We have to deal with the knowledge that we have and to develop a coherent set of understanding to trample this terror back. Let's now look again at the stick person to explain what is going on. We have on the left negative ignorance, which is not knowing. It produces worry and doubt in the conscious mind, fear in the subconscious mind, and of course, anxiety in the body. If you want to move from ignorance to knowledge, you have to develop an understanding by studying, develop the faith and the well-being. So studying is the key to use knowledge to gain or understanding and to arrive at well-being. The gateway to freedom and prosperity is understanding. That is how we break through the terror bar. Now, does this terror bar go away when you get through the wall? No, you're going to keep impressing it until finally why type idea becomes your paradigm. This is what the Thinking into Result program does in help us help ourselves. So you trample the terror bar and break through the freedom, and the why idea becomes your new condition. And then guess what? You get to go for something even bigger, and that's the process of growth. Let's share a few key points that you can look at in summary of lesson 7. Again, I have points here which review the worksheet and what it is we need to make sure that we are doing. You have the handouts on this, so you can look at it. Remember, you made a decision to change. With the help of the Thinking into Result program, you are growing and ready to face the challenges Thank you very much, and we look forward to meeting again. Lesson 8 when we're dealing with the praxis in the TIR program.